Hello everyone, this is Stephanie from Little Stuff Big Word, and in this video I show you how I made this journal, which is my Corona junk journal, how I organized everything, got all the information together of what happened corona-wise, and put together my personal experience during this crazy surreal journey through the year 2020, and maybe this helps you in doing your own type of Corona diary. At the beginning of the year, no one thought this would be so crazy. I only started in April to think about doing a Corona diary. So what I did, I went on my phone, I went on the internet and got all the information of what happened, coronavirus. Information on the world, and put it in this little calendar, day by day, what happened, what was the main event. And I learned so much about things that I didn't even know that happened. So I just had to put everything together. And, I started in April, so there were already over 3 months of information that I had to get together. And I just used this little day by day weekly calendar to put the information from the internet. And then I have this personal minimalistic planner, which I showed you at the beginning of the year. And luckily, I've really kept it up to date. So this is my personal story. So in addition to what happened with the world, how the virus spread and all the news that came from all the countries, I've put in also my view. So I've catched up on this, and I made 4 journals. And I'm just going to show you the first one. I've already created the title, and I've used some free digital printouts, and I used an old kit, I used craft paper, I used a map, I've put in some of the Tamil English dictionary, and I did a junk journal. I always wanted to do a junk journal, with different sized papers, with flip outs and pages. I've put in some textiles and just different odd-sized papers, because this is just a crazy time. In April, we were already in a lockdown in Germany, and a junk journal, just not a structured album, not a diary, with blank pages. It felt like it was just chaos. So a junk journal for me was something that fitted this time. So all the other 3 booklets, journals that I did are in the same format. I've also inserted an envelope at the very last page, and each journal is a little bit different, but it's got all the same elements. So I already did it 4, and I've got this really old collection here, and I've only got a little bit of scraps, an envelope that I made, and just like 8 sheets of papers left in there, which I really wanted to use up. It's really old. I think it's like 10 years old or something. And here are some of the digital free printouts. So thank you so much to this great artist who've put out this Corona printables. So all the links to this artist, to these printables that I used, are in the description below. Now I have this box with all the junk, all the things during this year that happened, all the postcards and things that I just collected from anything, from our mails, from envelopes, from letters that I got. And I've already cut out quite a few things from this free digital art for coronavirus pandemic journaling that you can get. So it's all about the toilet paper apocalypse, the new normal, and we're all in this together. A lot of hearts and rainbows. It's actually fantastic, about just staying at home, about COVID, about just wash your hands and stuff like this. It's awesome. It's really making it fun as well doing this kind of journal. It actually was quite hard for me to go back into what happened, all these crazy things, all the numbers, of new cases and infections and all the news about what this virus can do to us, it was quite hard to get through this. But with these printables, with doing this in a creative way, helped me actually to process what was going on, and it helped me to stay at home, to do something productive. So I just got everything that I had, I did some online shopping, so I kept these kind of things, and some things from Portugal, because at the beginning of the year we got back from Portugal. So I've got this, I've got some stamped letters from my color country count that I've just shown you last week, and my daughter and I, we went on little walks and she collected some flowers, so I pressed them, and yeah, we ate lots of snacks, like chocolate and stuff, so that's all in there. And when we drink alcohol, I have stuff, and then anything, all the stuff that's there. So I'm using washi tape, I'm using some rainbow colored pencils, and I'm just creating the first page of my first journal. So this is like, 2019 is ending, and we've been in Portugal. We've been in Coimbra, and then on the 1st of January, I think we went to Lisbon. So it was actually a very, very happy time. We were on holidays. We knew nothing about a virus. So I'm just showing you my process of how I'm just using this map of Lisbon. I'm basically using the same technique that I used for the cover of my traveler's notebook travel log that I kept with me on this trip. So I really liked how the cover turned out, so I did the same thing, just cutting out the map, using the name, the word Lisbon from this map, and just ripping paper, just using some texture here and there, just doing some random stuff. I mean, I did this in April, in the middle of the lockdown, and it just felt so good to do something productive, something creative, nothing to worry too much about. If it's not pretty, I don't care. This is about documenting that time. So I have this calendar. It's in Portuguese. This is what we got there. I was full of hope for this year. I was full of hope for the year 2020. Now I'm getting out some more scraps. I don't have a lot of colorful scraps left after I've done my color country count. If you've seen that video, I've used so much of my colorful scraps. So I have a lot of brown and black and stuff like this, which is, kind of a dark feeling for this journal. But at times this year just felt like crazy, just like everything is falling apart, and you're just trying to hold it together with anything you have, anything you just have at home, because you're stuck at home basically. You're just trying to hold it together. So yeah, it was kind of therapeutic, if you wanna call it that way. I'm happy I have this journal. It's not very accurate in terms of telling the story correctly or in very, very deep details, because I wasn't feeling like writing too much about how I felt, because it was depressing at times. So I just wrote down the numbers that I got from the internet, how the virus spread and what we knew about this, and just putting next to it what we were doing, what my family, what my husband, my daughter and I were doing at the time. At the beginning of the year, everything was fine. We were on holidays, and shortly after that we had a big party for my mother's 60th birthday, and at the same time the virus, it turned the world upside down. It was, everyone knows. So yeah, I've got an Instagram account as well, and I just asked some people, or I asked my followers, if you're doing a coronavirus kind of journal, diary, something like this, and quite a few people are doing this. And I just felt like a junk journal was something I wanted to do for this type of thing. I always wanted to do a junk journal. I never thought I'd be doing this kind of story. So maybe this helps you just to think about, maybe I can start something like this. And this is kind of a travel scrapbook for me as well. This is traveling through a year and just trying to find your way through it. It's all different than you've planned it out. When you're traveling, all the plans change all the time. We had to cancel 3 trips already this year because of the virus. So staying at home is our holidays this year. We haven't planned anything. So this is a lot of journaling here at the beginning because it's about our trip to Portugal. If you're new to my channel, I have I have a video or several videos actually about my Portugal travel scrapbook, about this trip, just before the pandemic hit us on my channel. So yeah, I'm basically doing this as a journal, and I'm gonna add in pictures later on. So I'm just leaving some spaces here and there. I'm putting a post-it with, let's put a picture here. I'm gonna update you on how this turns out later on with more about this. If you're interested, subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more videos because I'm gonna show you my Northern Europe trip album that I'm working on right now, which is gonna be fantastic. Okay, you all stay safe and scrapbook on. Thank you for watching and take care. Bye bye.